So it's episode 38, the 1st of June. Welcome to June, everybody.
Woohoo!
I hope you've got your holiday walks on. Christine certainly has.
Episode 38. Sorry, I've got a real... It's because I just think that everybody in a plane should wear a mask. You come back with something or land with something.
Yeah, it's funny. I was ill for a good week and a half after being on a plane.
Well, yeah. There's just too many germs.
And as soon as you hear someone behind you going, you're like, oh.
There was a little oldish lady on our flight, and when we went out, it was stupid flight 6 o'clock where nobody wants to look at each other because it's far too early. Like today, it's 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning.
10 o'clock on a Sunday morning, we're recording this.
Coffee in the eyes. And she was at the back, and she was, apart from the kids whinging and whining, which you love on a Ryanair flight, at 6 o'clock in the morning. And you try to not have thoughts in your head going, shut up. But she was and I wasn't too sure if it was a cough or a smoker's cough.
Oh, okay.
So I think she may be the germ spreader. Because then her husbando, about 3 days into the holiday, started feeling a bit crappy. And then he just thought it might have been hay feverish.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then no.
Oh, it was phlegm.
Yeah. And I love Europe so much. And
it's great, isn't it?
Yeah, I've done it to death. As in, we've been lots of places a few times, never to the same spot. But the only thing I dislike about Europe is that they are not on the same par as us with regards to smoking wherever you like.
Oh, no, yeah, that's true.
So you could just be sitting, eating lunch, whatever, and then there's somebody in front of you having a cigarette.
Being very Parisian.
Yeah, and it's that bit I don't like.
Britain.
Yeah, just because it's very social in Europe, especially in Paris, and also the fact that we're lucky enough to have the NHS, and they've gone, oh, it costs lots of money if you get ill from smoking, so we're going to try and stop it. There's people smoking everywhere. Where in Europe, they've obviously got their own, have to pay for health insurance, so it's not a big deal, is it? As much as here.
I saw less people in Greece smoking, actually, and more vapes.
Have you seen any vapes in Paris? Only people from other parts of Europe.
Well, I imagine that vapes are a bit cheesy compared to
how
smoking.
good you look.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
I
look
did quite sucking on a small plastic box. You look a bit of a twat, don't you, compared to...
Yes, you do.
Sorry, you do.
Stop it. It's the
But
whole
they've
thing of it,
discovered...
isn't it?
I read a research thing this week that they discovered...
Again?
Well, it's a very recent one, because they've had to wait for the effects on people.
Yeah,
That they
they
think
do,
that
don't they?
vapes
Just study it.
are going to be even worse than for your heart and your lungs than...
Cigarettes.
Yeah.
But it's like...
It's terrifying.
If you think back in the... I don't know, it would have been 50s when doctors were promoting smoking. And it's only longevity that's give the... Oh, actually, it's quite bad for you, isn't it? So they've had to do the same with vapes. I think they can't tell unless there's been people doing it for a long time. But very rarely saw that. If anybody was vaping in Paris, it was probably UK or different European countries.
Or a lot of people just sort of like look as though they're going to cough and go like that. But actually, they've got a little vape in their hand. So they sort of do it sort of subtly.
Yeah, there was
rather
somebody
than
in the
just
restaurant.
holding it like a lolly.
Yeah, there's somebody in the restaurant, a lovely restaurant that we found, because we were right in the sort of back end of Paris, not in the centre, and I just loved it. I could quite easily live in Paris. I could see myself living in Paris.
Get you?
In a little apartment, going down to the little boulangerie.
Oh.
Just feeding your face every day with bread. The only thing I'm going to say, Europe, please offer something other than white.
Oh, don't they?
No, nowhere. When we went to Italy, white bread. When we went to France, just white. Obviously, it's big. But there's nothing other than...
Only in supermarkets, maybe.
Maybe, but you know when you go to boulangerie, everything's sort of based
just
white.
Beautiful.
So, yeah. So I was like, can I eat a crepe? I'm going to try. No, I can't.
Oh. With
And
the
then it was like...
explosions.
And you get bread with everything at your dinner, don't you?
You do.
So, which I love to look at it.
Oh,
But I thought,
did you just smell it?
No, I'm going to try. So I managed to eat. So it obviously tends to be a baguette cut up. So I'd had one bit, and normally within 10 minutes I have a real reaction. I'm like, nothing's happening.
When you say reaction, do you mean tummy
So
ache or
yeah, I
farts?
get a real bad gut. So I gut
Right,
goes like
okay.
into spasm.
Oh.
And it's horrible. It's really
Okay.
horrible. So I just go, right, stop. And I take Buscopan. But it didn't happen.
You
And I was
took
like,
what, pardon?
I can take Buscopan.
That sounds like something you're
Buscopan.
pissing under the bed.
In a bus.
But that's a gazunder. Buscopan.
Buscopan, it's good for people who've got IBS.
Oh, okay.
So it stops the cramping. So, and nothing happened. And I was like, I get dead excited. I can eat a baguette. And then I got to the next bit. I went halfway through and I went, stop.
Oh.
So no, one.
What did you forget keto, both of you, when you were on holiday?
Not massively.
Oh, that's not bad.
We did have like a little, like I had a rum spongy thing, and they give
A
you
rum
this.
bar.
That's the one. And they give you this bottle of aged rum, and you just help yourself to how much you want to pour on it.
Foofing it! That's amazing!
I think Henry
You just
sort
neck
of
it.
came in quite sober and went out a bit squiffy, and he's only 15. I was like, that's good rum for you. But the smell of it and everything was
Aged rum.
so
is
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, it was. So things like that. I had a bit of that, and then I had a few things like, because it's really difficult. They've got loads of Italians in Paris.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
loads of Italian restaurants. And then I'll touch on another one, which is going to make you puke. Yay!
No way.
Yeah, it will.
What's the difference between a pickpocket and a peeping Tom?
God,
One snatches your watch.
can I reply?
No, we'll just leave it there.
I like that. That's good. I like that.
Welcome.
That's really good. I love it. Great. Some words that I found that we don't use anymore, which
Oh,
somebody, one of the lads used on holiday, and I thought, oh, have you heard that? Skedaddle.
That's like from the 50s.
Yeah, to run away quickly.
Skedaddle.
Oh, just
My
go
dad
ahead
used
and
to say
skedaddle. And I was like, that. I have heard that. I'm such a
All right,
fan.
boss. But which one used it? Henna's
Eldest, yeah. Skedaddle, yeah. I quite like. And then it led me into looking at others, which was jiggery pokery.
Oh, I like that one.
But
That's a bit like how's your father, innit?
yeah. Well, it says it should mean dishonest behaviour, but I don't have jiggery pokery as that.
I thought jiggery pokery was.
Yeah, bit of jiggery pokery.
Yeah.
But it's actually dishonest behaviour.
Ooh.
So we've been probably using words wrong for years.
Well, me and Anthony have been counting how many times I say things wrong. It's like I've been, because I said you've got to write a poem about my malapropism, and he
It's
was
such
like,
a good word, that as well, isn't it?
because I was I've been in the shed all week working,
Oh, cool.
and he sort of, he needs to be in here to sort of think and do poems and poetry, right? So I said I've been monotonising the shed, haven't I? And he went, darling, it's monopolised. I was like, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, but isn't it good that you have someone who can just correct you? I could go on for years and no one corrects me.
I knew it was wrong when I said it, though. I went, that's not right, is it? He went, no.
But at least you know, you go,
I don't
it
always know.
sounds like that. But it's not. Monotonize and monopolise. Bumfuzzle.
You did that one.
Did I? I wasn't too sure. Confuse or flush.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Flusher. Bumfuzzle, it's quite good. I wouldn't have put that word as the meaning.
What does it mean? Confused?
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense
Or
to me.
fluster. Bumfuzzle.
Anyway, move on. We've done it.
I just thought it just means that we'd need to shave a bit more.
That would be fuzzle bum, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I need £250,000
Oh, God, what? Why?
because it just makes moving easier.
House, you mean?
Yeah.
Not literally yourself. Yeah, just. Well, you found a house that you really like.
There is a couple, yeah, that's come up.
Oh, really?
But they're just, whoever estate agents are putting prices on houses at the minute, fuck off. Just fuck off. Because it's absolutely extortionate and ridiculous.
Crazy nonsense.
Absolutely. And then more often than not, you see the estate agents put them up, and then within a month, they've dropped it.
Because they
they've
know
dropped
it's
again.
ridiculous.
'Cause
So
no
you just
one's-
wait. Are you waiting now then?
Well, we
the
can't
drop.
have ours valued yet until work's finished. Well, I don't
Right.
want to. You probably could, but I don't want to.
No, fair enough.
And then, so I've been doing things like, Steve, why have you not won the lottery yet? It's just
Do you know, Anthony occasionally buys a lottery ticket, doesn't tell me, and then he'll go, Should we check I was like, have you done it again? He goes, yeah.
Yeah, he'll do an online thing each week, and I'm like, why have you not won yet? It's just really shit. And I've been doing the postcode lottery for about 12 months.
Oh gosh, how much is that?
£12 a month, I think it is.
Right.
But no. No one's come knocking at my door yet with a big cheque. Thanks very much. I just need 250,000, so if any one of you've got that.
That's like giving to charity for 12 months though, isn't it?
It is, and that's what sort of keeps me doing it, because they do, it's like they'll send you an email and you go, oh, fuck. Yeah, who's good lottery? This month we have sent your money to whatever charity. I'm like, that's great, but that...
Where's mine?
But the dopamine has gone.
Yeah.
Got excited for a minute, nearly wet my pants. I did win once, actually twice, a tenner. And a prize draw, so I bought myself some menopause fans that go around your neck.
Did they work?
They're really good.
Are they?
Yeah, USB charge. But you know, like when you get, it's really hot summer. Because when we went to Italy last year, it was so fucking hot. And I thought, out of all the prizes you could pick, I'm going to pick that. And it sort of puts around your neck, and it's 2 fans.
But don't you look like a right twat?
Yeah. There's no other way of trying to hide that.
There's hot and sweaty, or there's not giving a shit.
I think I'd look more like a twat being hot and sweaty with my top lip running down my face than I would with a fan round my neck.
Yeah.
But then it's pointing at you going, she's menopausal.
But also people are going, in Italy, that last year it was bonkers.
Yeah.
People going, I'm really jealous of that. I really want one. Where do you get that from?
Yeah. We bought handheld ones that you could put around your neck.
Yeah.
And husband have had one on the plane coming back, on Friday, because it was really warm. It's 30 degrees in Paris. And he had one on the neck in the plane, his glasses on and his headphones, and I went, you look like a train spotter. Me and the boys were just looking at him laughing, and he was oblivious, just listening to something. I was like... I was like, you look like a twat. He's like, I don't care.
No, it's too hot to care. Thing is, when you get your house valued, you can't just leave it as it is, can you? You just do like a massive spring clean as well, because first impressions it must affect them, even though they say it doesn't. Yeah,
so it wouldn't have... You see, I'm one of the people that can look over that, but there's lots of people that can't. So we would have to...
But people who come to value it, that must affect their judgment, surely.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, we're thinking about sort of emptying the man cave and stuff and putting it in storage.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
And actually by doing that actually makes it, and all the stuff in the loft, that actually makes it easy then to pack general stuff once we decide to move.
Yeah.
So we're thinking of doing that.
So the man cave is full of
music stuff and like
it's
things
packed, isn't it?
Yeah, and they've got
piano, guitars.
Yeah, we couldn't move the piano. The boys
drum kit.
Drum kit's currently in Happy Hole's garage shed.
Oh, is it? Right.
Loft, whatever. She goes on about it now and again. When are you going to move? Why is it affecting you? No, it's not. It's just in your loft, isn't it? When did you go to the loft? Never. So, there's lots to do, so lots to think about the next couple of months.
So, if in your plan, you want to be moved within the next year?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's exciting!
Yeah, definitely. I think last Christmas, I thought in my head, if I'm still here next Christmas, I'll be disappointed. That is in my head.
Come across a disappointed Christmas.
Not at Christmas. Oh, really? I'm disappointed.
Yes, I know. This will be like, crikey. Hide the knives.
Just gonna make her a Jehovah's Witness for a week. Put her away just for a little bit. But then I loved it.
When you said, do you mean this Christmas or a week on Christmas?
No, this Christmas. If we're still,
yikes! Okay.
Yeah, if we're still here this Christmas, at the end of the day,
we'll have an office party.
I fucking hate office parties. I hate them.
Yeah,
so much.
I'm not good at them.
They're just forced.
Yeah.
And then people swap and spit all the time, don't they?
Yeah, they're just unpleasant, aren't they?
And it's that I know we're going completely off kilter, but it's that office party where everyone gets together and a round table gets served shit food and a crap DJ, and then I just hate it. I hate office parties, can't stand them. Saying that's where I met Steve, so...
You absolute fucking chav.
Not quite met. We're already things going on.
Just a bit of fingering.
Oh.
No, I don't want to know! Don't tell me!
God, you're asking me to think like 27 years past. Was it that long last time? It was our office party though was a little sort of chicken in a basket with our department, and there was me and my other female. Yeah, didn't even do them now, probably because of hygiene. And I had it full of cold.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, and then the big office party afterwards, we were sort of already together, sort of.
Oh dear.
One thing that will lead me on to two things.
Oh, go on.
That's going to make you might make you vom. They have well, it made me vom first because the climate is a bit warmer in the UK at the minute. So it's made the sea down south quite warm, quite tepid, quite.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The only
is it
thing
full of shit?
No, it's full of octopuses. They've all come in.
Octopi, not jellyfish.
No, octopi.
Oh, that's bloody amazing.
The influx of octopi.
Is it octopi?
Octopuses. Octopi.
That's amazing.
So it's had that's if you drive down south, don't bring them up here. Don't be swimming.
They'd only be swimming in brown water in Scarborough, do they?
No, they wouldn't. So there's lots down the south coast, lots and lots of octopuses that have sort of decided to swim, and they're inundated. Apparently, there's
That's totally brilliant.
It is good.
For you, that's like bleh.
Yeah, and so we were having dinner one evening, and my son eldest picked some calamari for his starter entree, and whatever. I didn't have a starter, and he came, and I didn't see because there was lots of stuff in the middle of the table, and it came, and his face was telling me not quite sure about this.
Oh, okay.
And then he cut a bit off and ate it, and when I leaned over, it was a full fucking tentacle. full fucking tentacle, and under each sucker was a white blob of like a zit.
Was that from the octopus?
Yeah.
Or was
and
it
was
like...
pushed the thing down, and it was watery, and then
it's like when you press it.
Yeah. I was running, and I couldn't even see it. And bless him, he was trying and trying.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can see
Dawn French with those sprouts in Vicar and Nibley.
Exactly
that. Oh, that's correct.
And I was like, look, you don't have to eat it. I feel really bad. We're
yeah,
at a
this
French
is it.
Restaurant.
Yeah, you'd look a twat, wouldn't you? I'd be like, Anthony, eat it for me.
And he was like, all right. He said, it doesn't taste too bad, but it's the whole thing. The white spot underneath each...
What kind of white spot was it?
I don't know what.
Well, was it foamy or splodgy?
That squidgy with water. I don't know what it... I can't call it. So I was just like, cover it with your salad.
Because calamari, you'd expect it to be rings and fried.
Because I said to him, it wasn't fried at all. No.
See,
It was probably literally the octopus was just in the back garden, it cut its tentacle off, chucked it in some boiling water and went, da-da!
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was, and I was gipping, and I literally, not long that day, read that story about octopus. And then I was like, but bless him, he got away, I'd say...
How far did he get?
About a third of the way through. And he went, look, don't, you've tried it.
Was there a plant pot you could have stuffed it in?
Oh, look at that.
Just wrap it in a tissue and put it in your pocket.
So I was like, cover it with salad, So the fella, the French chef or whatever came out, he was very beautifully French, beautifully French. Yeah. His English was really good. And he came out and he went, like, his even noise was French. Like, and he went, I'm not, and he went,
yeah, like knobhead.
Yeah, absolute. His noises just said,
yeah,
what the fuck did you order? Yeah, what did you fuck order that for? That's rude.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the problem.
Yeah, not to try stuff.
But it's terrible. You should be able to try stuff and not like it.
Yeah, it's like
but
beef
you do feel
tartare,
it,
isn't it? Or is it? It's just raw beef. No, relax.
Gazpacho.
I love gazpacho, cold soup.
No, it's not. No, it's no.
Anthony, what's the word?
Well, I was saying this to my Italian student this week. Carpaccio.
Carpaccio, what's that?
That's very thinly sliced raw beef.
No.
Yeah, you see, we went to a Perth's house. They were very old and very posh, and they brought this out, and I was like, oh.
It's not something we do. We're very raw. We'll have a
Aunt loves
steak, won't you? You'll have a
Yeah.
steak that's like medium rare.
Yeah, but Mirko, my student, was saying, wrong way to cook a steak. You've got to have it blue. I was like, oh, Mirko, I can't have it blue.
No.
But also, a lot of places can't cook it blue because they just never get asked.
Yeah, I don't think it's on many
That's just
menus in the
literally
UK.
like saying wipe it sauce and put it on a plate.
No, not for me.
No, it's not for me
No,
either.
no, thank you very much. Any news in your park this week?
My park?
You know, your park?
Oh, my side. Well, we've had millions of teenagers staying over.
Oh,
You
yeah.
saw on the thing
It's
that
a
I had
video.
to do a towel wash because various children had been in and had a shower, teenage boys, and just scrunched the towels back. And you're like, I have no idea whose arse has wiped on what towel.
Yeah, how they've dried
No,
themselves.
and I'm just like, I do not. So I did a massive towel wash. But it's lovely. They come and go, and we absolutely love it.
It's good
They're
atmosphere,
absolute
isn't it?
sweethearts. They are all. One of them was so bored when they were all hanging round here the other day. He went, "Can I tidy Milo's bedroom?" So he tidied it. He kept bringing down washing. He came down with a handful of socks and went, "What do we do with these?" I was like, "Oh, let's just put them in the linen basket." "Where's that?" I went, "Oh, it's in our bedroom." He went, "All right." Then he came downstairs going, "What else can I do?" I was like, "Oh, sweetheart." And he went, "Can I move his bedroom?" I went, "Yeah, okay." Went and moved
Yeah.
his bedroom.
I'd given him like some spray in a cloth. Crack on.
I know. I was like, and Milo was like, "I can't believe he's doing this." I was like, "Yeah, well, thank your lucky stars."
Yeah,
Bless him.
that's quite nice. Well, he's just got in and gone, your room's a mess, mate. I'm going to clean it up for you.
Yeah. He
That's
said, "I like
kind.
cleaning."
Oh.
I know. Very sweet. Anyway, so yeah, we've just been a youth club here all week.
But that's quite nice, isn't it? Because that's a very short-lived thing, so take it all on.
Until it's the summer holidays.
Yeah, but as in short-lived, only for a couple of years. And then they
Yeah, I
go
see
to-
what you mean.
They go to college and they still, I
Jobs
mean,
or whatever.
the great
Yeah.
thing about the Shag Manor is that this will be used for quite a few years.
Well, at the moment,
Yeah.
they're all staying in his bedroom.
I'm not using this.
No, not really. And quite frankly, we're quite relieved. It means
could
me
be
and I can
trashed.
take turns in it.
Yeah, that's true.
No,
But it's-
they won't trash it because they know it's a sacred space. They're pretty
Yeah.
good, actually. But yeah, so there's been lots of that.
I like it.
Lots of teaching this week. It's been a very sort of dull, just getting on with it kind of week, really.
And an audition. So it's been a busy
Oh, yes, I
week
had an audition for an advert
with Americans.
playing an American.
What's the advert for? Can you not say?
I don't know.
Hello.
Well, I can't remember, to be honest.
So yeah, there was lots of Americans on holiday. I never hear one more say like in a sentence.
It's like, yeah.
All the time. Stop, just you.
But that's
swear
like
instead.
Yorkshire do that as well.
Yeah,
Like,
some
like,
teenagers
like.
do. Like.
Yeah, but that's a bugbear of yours, isn't it?
Yeah, but Americans do this very different thing. It's like I'd just rather just say fuck off or shit or bollocks. Just come up with a swear word to talk in a sentence or a paragraph. Don't because it goes on. Depending, obviously, what part of America they're from.
That's very Scouse to say like as well. It's like this,
Yeah.
like.
It's very old Scouse, that isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
we watched The City as Ours. Oh my gosh,
isn't it?
it's amazing.
So good.
Amazing.
Did you need subtitles?
No, but I don't like subtitles on everything anyway.
Okay, that's a mum
What's
thing.
wrong?
I
Is
think.
it?
Yeah, my eldest does.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets in front of the action, and now I've got so bloody used to it. Subtitles on Doctor Who.
Oh no. You see, I only needed
Don't
subtitles
understand it.
on This Is Our City, but only when Bonehead. So, Jamie's mates. Jamie.
Yeah, like
I couldn't understand
really.
a word.
No, I
it
could
was too
understand
fast.
it.
Too fast. So I was like, we have to pause and go. Was it significant what he said?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Or was it just too fast? So he had subtitles on from, I think, episode 2 in. My Scouse friends thought that was bloody hilarious.
Do you know there is a tree called an Indian bean flicking tree?
Please
That's
say
like,
it's
that
in
is amazing.
a bean flicking tree.
Yeah.
Does it
Indian
grow-
bean trees boast large, heart-shaped leaves that add a bold tropical touch to your garden.
A bold tropical. I like that.
Indian bean flicking tree. I'm going to Google one.
I think you
I'm
should
gonna
get
one in
one.
our back garden.
Get 3.
Get one in my garden.
Flick that, flick that, flick that.
Yeah. Anthony, just go outside and flick that tree.
See if you're doing it right.
It's a test.
Yeah. Yes, you are. Thank you very much. Bean flicking trees. Would they grow here, do you think?
Yeah, it sounds a bit tropical, doesn't it?
Yeah. But then there are. You see people's gardens sometimes.
Maybe down south it would.
Yeah, with the octopuses.
Yeah, but also, I don't need a tree to flick my bean. Quite capable of having it done or
do it yourself.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it yourself.
You don't need I don't need actually a bean flicker, do you?
Well, you do. Occasionally,
Yeah.
it's quite nice.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, though, that's a great release for high cortisol.
Oh yeah, bean flicking.
Oh gosh.
Or the tree.
No, not the fucking tree.
Go to buy a tree. Do you know what? My cortisol's so much lower now.
I'm buying a bean flicking tree. Blimey, I feel so relaxed. But everyone says, have a little wank.
Yeah, because
Reduces your stress levels.
yeah, I think that's with orgasms, isn't it? In general, I think orgasms just bring.
Bring you down. It's like having a deep breath.
Yeah, it is, and you can fairly quickly on your own have a quick orgasm. Try to word that properly. With
Flick your own bean. You're talking about.
Yeah, but I'm saying you could have an orgasm.
It's
yourself
perfectly
quite
healthy
quick.
to flick
Of
your
course
own
it
bean,
is.
Christine. We shouldn't be ashamed.
I am not. But I was trying to say it for some of our people that might go.
Well, wake up and smell the coffee.
Yeah, because we're going to talk about, and we do talk about everything. But I think it is very good. You should, women like it. I know. It's only like blokes, isn't it, having a wank?
Yeah.
They're allowed. That's discussed all the time, isn't it?
Yeah.
When if women talk about bean flicking, it's like.
But if you listen to a lot of podcasts now and stuff like that, people always just quite openly talk about their vibrators and all this.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. But it was just.
But it still has that kind of. Oh.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I do because I'm a 12-year-old child. But I mean.
But I think for you to have an orgasm a couple of times a week is a healthy thing for lots of things.
Oh yeah.
Even if you're on your own. Just one of my friends has been on her own for a long time, and she's very much for it. And some of my friends are like a bit uncomfortable about it, and I'm like, why are you uncomfortable about it? Just
it's there. Have a play.
Yeah, just have a laugh. Well, don't have a laugh, but have an orgasm.
I remember once getting so high on an orgasm, just absolutely having hysterics.
What, afterwards or during?
No kind of during. I don't think it was very helpful. I was just like, yeah, it was. I was like, like that.
All right, Harry met Sally.
Don't think I'm very good.
But sometimes, because it's like, it can be nice, and then it can be, or not quite the right spot, or it can be too much the right spot.
Well, yeah, and then it gets so sensitive. You're like, you have to get off now! You have to stop! Back away! And you're going, ha, ha, ha! Like that.
What your neighbours are thinking at 10:30 in the morning. What's going on in Shag Manor this on a Sunday morning?
But it does get very sensitive.
Extremely sensitive, yeah.
But the relief afterwards is like...
It's a lovely thing.
It's like
lovely
someone's
feeling.
peeled the top of your head off. Let all the worry go. Oh.
Yeah, just for that split second afterwards. And then if someone was to touch even your arm or your leg, you're like...
Ooh, don't touch me. Ooh,
yeah.
I'm still in the zone a bit. Leave me in my peace.
Yeah. Go make a cup of tea. Just leave.
Did you? I think you might have put it on our socials about Victoria Ames, who has got that podcast called. That would be a pigeon just flying into the window.
Podcast called.
Oh, I can't remember.
Ames. I think I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Anyway, she's very funny.
Yes. Is she the Australian?
No.
No.
She's the sort of Auburn ginger. She's got a podcast.
Yes.
I can't remember what it's called.
Yes. Was she talking about him?
She was talking about queefing in a yoga class.
Yes, queefing. Yes. Trying not to.
Yeah,
fart.
because actually, if you're sitting on your bum bone and then you rock forward,
yeah,
it's inevitable. Like your little suckers are gonna.
Yeah, yeah. It's all going to happen.
Why is
isn't
that
it?
the most embarrassing thing? That's worse than farting, I think.
I think it's like, even if you don't... She was talking about the Pilates boards, wasn't she?
Oh, yeah, it was a
beds doing
machine, wasn't
because
it?
when you're spreading your legs that far, you know, and the machine's doing it for you, something's going to happen. And trying to hold it in. But I've been to loads of Pilates classes and they've just been on a church floor, wooden floor, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that if someone farts and nobody says anything...
Well, I know. That's why I had to kind of stop going to the public ones, because I was just a child.
Yeah, because
I went with my neighbour, which was the biggest mistake ever, because she's a terrible giggler as well. But I could feel her laughing.
Nobody says anything, apart from me that always goes, nice.
Champion.
Yep. Great. Nobody says anything, and I'm waiting for the reaction.
Do you think it's because they're seasoned and it's just sort of normal?
Yes, I think it's taken
And it's kind of like,
seriously,
we're all, doesn't matter, that's good, well done.
Yeah.
That's what we need to happen.
Yeah, we need to get that out.
That means you're relaxed.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
If only that meant in real life.
But queef farting, it's a whole different fart, isn't
But
it?
that's just trapped air queefing, isn't it? It's not...
No, but if you fart out your bum, you don't always feel it. But if you fart out your front bum, you feel it, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like more.
God, if your lips do the same down there as they do at the top, that's hilarious.
And these are not true.
She was like going...
It is. It's like you feel it, and then it comes
It's a bit
from right in the
tickly.
middle, and it
Right up the uterus.
Yeah, it does. And sometimes they become quite
Your fallopian tubes come like little sort of maracas.
I suppose you still know that you've got your labia there. Oh, that's not gone yet. That's fine. Still
That's
there.
not been sucked back into your body with lack of estrogen.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey ho.
Queef.
Woman walks out of the bathroom, winks at her husband and says, "I've shaved down there." You know what that means? And he says, "Yeah, drain's blocked."
She's right. She's definitely right. I was reading about Ian McKellen this week. He's doing Shakespeare's Twelfth Night.
Is he?
He is, but, which I really love, is he's just doing... It's a unique performance that you'll be able to... I think you'll be able to go in and watch, like online, whatever. But he's doing it for entirely transgender and non-binary cast with LGBTQ live streaming globally.
Wow.
So I think because there's been lots of stuff in the news, especially lately.
Yeah.
So I think he's sort of done a level of creativity.
Well,
and
he's
gone,
sticking the bird to Trump.
Absolutely, and to the UK to a degree. But he's just right. You can't make creativity or art inaccessible to everything. So it is inaccessible. It is accessible to everybody. You can't
you
pick
can't.
who's creative and who's not.
No.
And Robert De Niro's done a big thing about it as well to Trump, about actors and creativity and artists and stuff. So I think
great.
it's a really, really good thing that he's doing. Because he's getting on a bit now, isn't he, Ian McKellen?
Yeah, he is. He's in his 80s.
Yeah.
So hang on, it's the National Theatre, is it?
I don't know who's
Because the
doing it.
National Theatre do, if you're not really into going into theatre, but the National Theatre now film their performances and they're filmed really well and they show them at cinemas now.
Great idea.
And I've been to a few of them and they're absolutely brilliant. Yeah,
What a really good idea, though.
really excellent. You know, so if you miss stuff on the West End, you think, oh, I'd quite like to see that play, not that, but it's honestly, it's really worth going. We should go. It's brilliant. I love it.
That's a really good idea, that, because there are some things that you would...
Well, they don't come to the fucking regions, do they? That's
not always
why.
go up north, do they? Well, they're getting better.
Yeah,
but
they
you
are.
don't get the big shows, do you? Not necessarily. As you know, I'm not an entirely musical fan of theatre. But I do like theatre, but it has to be sometimes. I think.
But this isn't musical theatre
No, this
that
is
they
proper
show. This is National Theatre stuff,
yeah.
which has got a massive range. It's not all sorts
No,
of
not at all.
po-faced Shakespeare.
I would gather he would be doing that with National Theatre. I'd have said it.
Maybe, I don't know. We should look it up.
Yeah, but I think it'd be really good. I think it'd be a good thing to go. And I think he's done it on the back of the... because obviously there's lots of things with Trump and the world generally about stuff. But I was reading this week on another podcast with a journalist, well-known journalist, I can't remember his name, he was saying that Trump's put a banned word bingo in his administration in his office.
What?
Yeah. So there's banned words that cannot be said in
Oh,
the,
I see
in
what
office.
you mean. Right, okay.
So, yeah.
Really?
So not only
or like
is,
climate change and things like that.
yeah. So because you don't believe any of that, so you're going to get like sustainability and carbon emissions. They cannot be said.
Right.
But there's a whole list of things that the administration are not allowed to say in office.
Oh my word.
So not only is that dictated about what you can say, and a lot of them is the obvious for him, which is science-based, fetus,
What?
yeah,
Okay.
vulnerable, transgender, sex.
You can't say vulnerable.
No, can't say sex. Safe space.
Oh gosh, this is really weird.
Female.
What?
Yep.
Oh, I'm so fucking speechless.
Yeah, so this is where we're at, where every week there's a different level of nonsense, isn't there?
Well, it's kind of we've run out of words to say to express yourself about it, haven't you? That's the problem.
But this is why I like the fact that Robert De Niro and there's famous people who are, when I say famous, they're A-list celebrities, they're big celebrities that have been well known for years, fighting against the patriarchy as such, of going fucking no, just fucking no.
Right.
So I like that they're making a stance. So Ian McKellen, with obviously everything that's been going on, has gone, actually, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to do it this way. And I quite
Good lad.
Yeah, I like it. So as much as that was very ugly about having a bloody banned bingo list in the office,
Not bad.
something always good comes of it.
Well,
like
I
that
heard a
in the
phrase this week, and I was like, I understand it, and I absolutely absolutely, because we are always banging on about this. But it's the delivery which puts me off. Do you know what I mean? Because if somebody said, I'm embracing my muchness. Exactly. Fuck off.
Muchness of what?
Well, being your legitimate self. People think it's magical, being the fullness of who you are.
Stop overthinking it. Would be my answer.
I mean, well, this is the problem, isn't it? Because we want to say, be yourself as a menopausal woman, take us as we are, tough shit, all that.
Yeah. But there's ways of saying it.
Yes!
Yeah. Which is usually... See
The
that?
thing is, if you heard that, you'd think, oh, cock off.
Yeah, because then you don't want to listen to it.
No, you
Because
just
it's
think,
been
oh, you
delivered
sound
wrong.
like a twat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't
Capital
do that.
T.
I agree with what you're trying to say, but maybe it's just the northern in us, Christine. I don't know.
Yeah, but if someone said that to me, would I say it again?
I'm embracing my muchness.
I'd just go, we can't talk now. I'd leave.
Leave me, please.
I just have too many questions, so I just leave. It's safer all round.
I mean, I've got a much more important thing to talk about.
Go.
Hair in the perianal area. Because I was watching... Well, I was watching a social media thing, and this woman was brilliant. She was talking about... She's got to her age of 43 and thought, I'm not gonna wax my anus hair anymore.
I'm done.
Yeah. And she was like... And she was funny, because she was saying, like, why have I been doing it? Who's looking at it? Why on earth do I even think that that's a good idea?
Yeah.
Why do we put ourselves through it? And then I just thought, she said, you're not telling me that no one else has got anus hair. Everyone's got anus hair because it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
Right? So I researched it. And there's a thing called wicking. It helps to wick away moisture and protect the sensitive skin, potentially reducing chafing. Your face. Well, you don't want your bum all chafed, because that's not funny, is it?
Well,
go on.
I'd shaved a while back, because I hadn't shaved for a while, and I thought...
What, your anus?
No, I carried on going, thinking, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Like it's a fucking ponytail down there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
And I
It's the
did
cuffs, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, I did shave it, but now I won't do again after reading that.
No, but if you're talking about your twerns and your flaps down there.
Right
Right up the anus.
Well, I just kept
Bloody
going,
hell.
thinking,
No,
what?
it's a ponytail. I thought they'd just be like a little fringe. I wasn't expecting it to be plaited.
Where's this bubble come from?
Was that dingleberry? Please, no. Was it just matted in a ball?
There was no bubble. Oh. But I was just shocked myself because
I can't breathe.
when you keep going and you keep going, I'm like, what the fuck?
Did you reach the back of your neck?
But yeah, I was a bit shocked by. I don't think I've ever gone that far.
Was your head through your
legs? I was quite impressed with myself. I thought, I'm flexible. Keto must be doing something.
But we all have a good go down there when we're going to go for a smear, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Which is daft again, isn't it? Why do we do it?
Yeah,
I
know.
Really give a shit.
Because she might have a right hairy Mary who's doing you.
Yeah, and she's not. It's not like you're parting the Red Sea, is
well,
it?
It depends on.
Yeah. But why do we do it? It's like
a bit of topiary down there. I'm a bit of a 1970s girl, but even I.
But I'm not. I'm saying as if I know. I don't.
Well, you must do if you've shaved your anus.
But it's. I just want to think.
Even I forgot a ponytail.
I just kept thinking, and then when it just went like that,
you've got hold of it and pulled it.
Oh yeah. I did a forward roll in the shower.
No, it'd be the other way around. You'd have fallen on your back.
Yeah. Whoa.
Banged your head on the
what are you doing? Nothing.
Chris, coming at me, I'm stuck. What did you do? I pulled my bum all out.
But now reading that, I'm not going to do that again.
I'm only a third of the way through. Oh, the hair might also help with temperature regulation. How on earth it does that? Does your bumhole get really hot? I suppose it does. It's hidden, isn't it? Well, I mean, why does it get hot? Oh, hang on. Keeping the area slightly warmer in colder temperatures and potentially cooler in hotter temperatures. Well, that's amazing that hair can tell.
That's true.
I suppose it's a bit like when you put stones at the bottom of a plant pot.
For the filtration.
Yeah. Oh, here you go. Here's a more detailed explanation. Protection and moisture wicking. The hair in the perianal, I don't even saying that right, acts as a natural barrier helping to absorb moisture, protect the sensitive skin from irritation, especially when sitting for extended periods or after bowel movements. Imagine after a bowel movement it's floating about like seaweed in the sea, innit? In a breeze going, look for the...
Yeah.
Back in your heads, lads. All right.
But yeah, I know that. Thanks for that. I won't do that again.
While not definitely proven, some theories suggest that butt hair can help regulate body temperature.
Butt hair.
Chafing prevention.
I don't think I've ever had a chafy arse, and I've got a big arse.
Yeah, I know, but in order for it to chafe, it's got to touch something. Your bum doesn't touch your cheeks, does it?
Unless you've got a stupid thong on.
Yeah, well, you'd need lots. Can you imagine a bumhole hair and a thong? That would just look like a fringe coming out of a baseball cap, wouldn't it?
Yeah, or a really shit, what the lads have in at the back. Come on, Chris, think of the word. Australian...
Mullet.
Mullet, thank you. Fucking hell. I fucking hate when I can't think of the word.
Some suggest that butt hair might play a role in scent production and potentially attract mates. Hair can trap natural scents, which could be a factor in attracting potential partners.
Why are you going to do that? Waft your arse about.
What's that? You smell great. Oh,
yeah.
That'll be my arse hair.
That'll be my ponytail. Thank you very much. Some of the things. I mean, like the girl said on the on her Insta.
It was like
So
an
why am
awakening,
I?
she said.
Yeah,
I'm not
why
doing
am
it
I?
anymore.
Why?
It's too fucking painful.
Yeah, and who's looking?
And actually, you know when you sit and twizzle your hair when you're thinking?
Yeah.
You can just stick your hand down your pants and twizzle that for a change, couldn't you? If you're on your own. Don't suggest you do it on the bus.
No. Yeah, in fact, I didn't do it in the shower because you could do a backward roll. It's not good. Well, thanks for that.
Well, I know.
Dr.
Thing is,
Dunn.
you see, you watch something and then you go, wow.
And then you feed more into it because you want to know more, then you see.
Yeah. I
About
just
your
thought that was
bumhole.
quite interesting. Bumhole hair.
Who knew? I suppose it depends how long it is as well, doesn't it? For me.
I'm going to have to check now.
Yeah, just keep going. It's actually good because like if you can touch...
I'll do it when we're going to Pizza Express later.
Just tell your friend and go...
Why have you got your hand on your pants? Oh, I'm just checking my bum all out.
Yeah. Oh, actually. But I think it's because I've not had a shave
the
for a while.
easiest thing to do would be to pluck one out and then measure it, wouldn't it?
Anyone got a ruler?
Oh, that's like when you've got a spot on your nose. It gives me that same sort of pain. You know, that kind of like pain in the wrong area.
Yeah.
It's like...
Oh, you've got hair here and you pluck it.
I told you about that really long hair coming out my nose, didn't I? So fine you couldn't see it.
Yeah, but it's still there. When I got
I
back...
have to keep an eye on it.
When I got back, because I took my tweezers, we had this conversation last episode, took my tweezers, no fucking mirror in the hotel, as in, it wasn't close enough. So literally every night, I just be in my tweezers just guessing and going along.
Feeling
and tweezing, going like that every night. When I got home, fucking hell did I miss everything.
Oh no!
Oh my god, I look like a 1980s, an 85-year-old grandma who had just left her chin. fucking so
Why did you
disgusting.
shave it?
I didn't. Well, I had a razor for me pits, but yeah, I probably could have done. But I got like when I woke up on the Saturday morning yesterday, and I got to be 5 marking a tune.
Oh yeah, but your bloody mirror.
Fuck me though. I was like, you don't fucking see that, did you? I was like, I didn't notice. Literally black, like fucking black beard. Like fucking. It literally took me 25 minutes to clean my chin.
That was a good one though. Was it therapeutic?
Yeah, because it's satisfying.
But it was sore afterwards, wasn't it?
But it's satisfying.
Cold
isn't it?
water on it afterwards.
Yeah, lots of creams, and then doing all your bits that I've got a routine.
I need to do my brows.
And about 25 minutes. I've only been away 6 days. Jesus. If I went into a coma, people know who you are. Should I go to a coma, God forbid, you come and check my face.
Yeah. I'm going to put you on the family list.
Right, who's on Tuesday? Go sort it shit out.
Are you family? Yes, I am.
Yeah. With a pair of tweezers. Fuck it, yeah, I was gobsmacked. You just sat down, so I just went...
I know, I've done that. And then the ones underneath that you can't sometimes see. And you're like... I've been outside! I've been talking to people!
And people go like that.
And the problem is that... Oh, I'm trying a new contact lens out.
I saw it on your video.
Well, because...
You look like you really, really well putting the towels in.
Actually, well, the reason is because I'm stockpiling the ones I've got. I get some every month and they last for...
Yeah, they do, don't they?
And she said, well, if you're only using them when you're acting, well, I'm hardly ever getting a fucking job. You may as well get dailies.
Oh, okay.
So because it's cheaper, and also you can just bin them and not worry about keeping them for the next day then.
Yeah.
So, but she said, I'm going to give you a high resolution and a medium. And so I've got to trial them out. But when I put them in, I forgot which one I'd put in.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, is this the hard one or is this the medium one? I can't remember.
Okay. Oh.
But both worked, to be honest.
Did it? You can see fine.
Oh yeah, I can see really well.
It's just the whole thing of putting them in, isn't it?
Oh no, that's a problem.
Does it not? It makes me vomit.
But and you can tell if you put it in the wrong way around as well.
Yeah.
But no, you see, I haven't got to get contact lenses for that reason. I absolutely love them, and actually, I must admit, it's only because I like my glasses that I wear them.
Your furniture.
Yeah, but they was slightly easier yesterday. I'm not going to lie, without having to.
You're not having to push them up, especially
when I'm doing a job when I'm looking down and everything.
Yeah,
it was quite good. Anyway, so yeah, there we go.
But I think it's when it's hot as well. And you're outside doing stuff, and then you can't. I found it being on holiday. I kept having to push my glasses up all the time because my nose was getting really sweaty.
Yeah,
so there, that's perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. So
but I just couldn't fiddle with my eyes, putting them in. No,
that's the same. Oh no, I'm not bothered about that.
Have you watched Clarkson's Farm then?
Oh, I'm loving it. I feel sorry for Harriet though.
Oh, she's not in series 5 apparently.
I know, but all the backlash she's getting.
Oh, she's getting backlash for what?
Oh.
She's amazing.
Well, some of her family have come out and said she's a bitch. She's horrible to the rest of our family. It's not the truth.
Oh, there's always somebody.
And then other people have, so she's a social media person.
She is.
So she's actually released something that says words matter. Be careful.
Of course they do.
Because I thought she was great.
She's just like...
bloody works.
Yeah, a Trojan. And I think she's a really good young lass showing you can do, as a woman, you can fucking do whatever you like.
Which is why she's doing it.
Yeah, and I think she's absolutely brilliant. It didn't matter what job needed doing on the farm that week or however many weeks she was there. She just rolled her sleeves up and got on with it because she knew what she was doing.
It was quite funny, Caleb coming back and acting like a sport kid. That was quite funny.
But with cunt flu.
Yeah, I thought that was great. It was the way Clarkson said it. He went, Coldplay, when they come out of a world tour, they go and live in a house together for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. So none of them go home with cunt flu.
Yeah, brilliant.
Where they've got to do everything themselves.
Yeah.
And he goes, I've been on tour, Caleb, I know. And I was
Yeah. Because
but it did the trick.
He was a bit unsure about Harriet because he was like, if he was sort of checking without checking, and he was asking questions, and she's like, yeah, we've done that. And I think he realised, actually, she's really good.
I think it was a bit worried of kind of like, I don't know where I stand.
Yeah.
Panic.
Yeah, absolutely. Is she going to take over my role or whatever?
Yeah.
But he just needed help. It was like, you've gone off and done your thing. Running the farm, it's like we watched...
on his own, he's a liability.
He is, massive liability, yeah.
And that's what's funny about it, because he'll just say that.
He doesn't know what he's doing, though, does he? He bought a farm.
Can you believe that bought a farm that...
The what?
Had dogging in the garden? Can't believe that.
Of all the things to have on planning, that was going to be...
never... It was designated as a picnic area, but in the woods at the bottom, there were some public toilets, which the council were obliged to keep going. No one ever cleaned them. But there's fucking dogging site.
Yeah, and glory holes and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he made it
pictures.
funny. He made it funny.
He did. He did really well. It was that, when he picked up that thong with a twig. That was...
I mean, it's good that, because I think it really shows for farmers how difficult it is to get anything through planning. It's a fucking nightmare. Just give them whatever they need.
The only reason he's surviving is because he's got money.
Yeah.
And
he is. He couldn't do otherwise.
So that's why stupid people go, well, he can save himself. Well, yeah, but he's doing this for a reason.
Yeah, and also the money that comes out, it's the farm money. It's not his money.
But what I'm saying is, if he can bail himself out if it goes tits up, and that's people's problem with it. Yeah. But you look at the positive side of it, is that community of farmers he's got back together.
The cooperative, I just
flipping
to
brilliant.
Me that sings
and also,
my...
how much about British farming did we know before this brilliant show was on? Absolutely fuck all.
Very little, yeah. More so that you knew that farmers go through shit and it's not an easy tread every single morning they get out that bed.
Yeah, but I didn't realise it was that bad.
No. And it's always...
that restricted.
Disappointing, isn't it? Like, you would put all that labour time in doing stuff and you don't know what the outcome's always going to be like.
Exactly, because you dictated to by the weather. Yeah. But who knew that you weren't allowed to plough because it creates more carbon?
Yeah, you just didn't have a clue.
So I didn't realise that all they do is put weed killer down and then fertilise the soil. I'm like,
the processes
how on
you
earth
didn't know
can
about.
That oxygenate the soil? I don't know. Anyway, I know nothing. But
I like Richard Ham.
Oh,
I want it to episode 5. I think.
Okay, well.
But Richard Ham, I quite like the fact that he called him Richard Ham.
Did you see when he went to feed him?
Yeah, and he was just not having any of it.
He just fucked off, didn't
he? Just got escaped.
They threw apples at him.
And then his brother tried to rape him. His brother Pig.
What, tried to mount him?
Yeah, brutally raped him.
Oh, Christine!
That's what Clarkson said.
Did he?
On the phone, he'd got advice from one of his vet mates or whatever, farmer mates, and he said, I've done what you've told me to do, but his brother got into the pen and tried to brutally rape him.
Oh.
So what do we do next?
Well, is that when he got a little pen out?
Yeah, and then he wanted...
tried to give him an apple and he wasn't interested.
No, after that, he got told to put it, because he was getting attacked by...
Oh, don't tell me I've not seen it!
Oh, the males and the females, so it was a suggestion.
So he put him in there with the females,
So he put him in with one of his brothers. And
it didn't work.
There. I'll leave it there. It's not my
pigs
words.
Are just...
It's not my words, it's Jeremy Clarkson's words.
The thing is, pigs are really intelligent animals.
They are, yeah.
But why do they... Well, they're animals, aren't they?
Yeah. But I just...
It's a great series. If you don't like Clarkson...
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant, because I thought he was a bit of a knobhead occasionally, and I just thought, but this... He's not afraid to show himself looking an absolute knobhead.
He's not afraid to show his vulnerabilities, is he?
No, he's not at all, actually.
Because he doesn't know what he's doing. And he's relying on Charlie and Caleb and Lisa to a degree, because she's learning along the way.
That was hilarious when he went to buy that bull. They're going to leave it there, but he cocked up the sale.
It's brilliant.
For Charlie.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely brilliant. But yeah, it's absolutely worth.
It's weight in gold to watch.
Yeah,
I just
it really
think it's one of the best things on television ever. I've watched, not all the way finished through yet, Rose Ayling Ellis, who's in Code of Silence.
Oh.
That's really good. Frustrating at the same time. She plays quite a frustrating character where she's come into a department in the police who want to capture this gang, like a hard criminal gang, drugs and whatnot, and they need someone to
just say Rose Ayling is the deaf actor.
She is, yes. She won Strictly
actor
as well,
with deafness.
she?
I don't know what's the right way to say it.
Anyway, she was born deaf, and then I think she was in Coronation Street years ago as well, wasn't she?
I don't know. Anyway, go on.
But she's great. She's a great actor, and she basically plays herself as a deaf person, I suppose. And she's brought into this police department to lip read because the criminals are getting a bit clever and they can't pin them down onto finding out the information. But she's not a trained police officer. So it's really frustrating because she just wants to get out of her life and make it better, but puts herself in really vulnerable situations.
Oh gosh, that sounds brilliant.
So it's really good, but equally
But is it designed to make us feel frustrated to understand what it's like?
I think so.
In a hearing world.
Partly, but the frustrations are the fact that she takes steps that she perhaps shouldn't.
Oh, okay, right.
But you can see why she's wanting to.
But they make common sense to her.
Yeah, and also the fact that she's putting herself in danger quite a bit and she doesn't need to.
Ah, right, okay.
But she just wants to. What she was doing and what she's now doing are miles apart, and she wants to be good at it. But because she's not being police trained, her character.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It is. It's. I think it's a really good, and the main character lad, he's lovely. He's really good. He's like a baddie, but he's not a baddie. But it's a really good watch. So it's called Code of Silence. Watch it. We're not finished all the way through.
Well,
yet,
we've just watched the first season of The Better Sister. It's really
good. Is it good?
It's really good.
Yesterday.
It's really good.
Oh, okay.
It's very intense, but it's very good.
That's on the list then. Better Sister.
I think that's on Prime.
And there's one coming up to watch, the Horn Section TV show.
Oh, you see, I watched a bit of that.
Any good?
I didn't think so.
Because I quite like him in the band.
Yeah, I think maybe it's your cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea. I really like Alex Horn. I just don't find him funny.
No.
That's my problem. But I think he's a smashing fellow.
Yeah, I just think the band's clever, but I've yet to watch it.
Yeah, maybe it's
make
your
a
thing. I don't think it's
yeah.
my thing. I didn't have any patience for it.
Oh, okay, I'll watch it. Because I don't like the Greg Davis thing he's with in. I can't watch it.
What's good?
You know,
The Cleaner?
No, the show that he has all guests on and doing silly things.
Taxmaster?
Yeah, don't get
Oh,
it.
see, I love that.
Don't get it.
Because you need a reason for everything.
But loads of friends have said, why don't you watch it? I think you'd like it. And I've tried, but I just don't. I don't get anything from it. And I'm
It's
just
just
sitting
silly
there like,
nonsense, but it's funny. I tell you what you should watch. Greg Davis has got a great series. I think it's on BBC, and it's called The Cleaner.
yeah, it is good.
And it's really funny.
It is clever.
It's just watch it. I mean, you can, and each one stands on its own as well.
Yeah, it doesn't follow.
They're only
doesn't have
half
to
an
follow
hour,
on,
I think,
does
aren't they?
it?
Half an hour, 40 minutes.
They're good fillers, aren't they?
Yeah, they're so funny.
I think we've watched the first couple of series, but we haven't watched the latest, or we've watched half of it.
Yeah.
But it's good. And I do like Greg Davis. He's good in some things, and I'm not sure in others. You know,
Same for us all, love.
Yeah, I don't think I'd go and see him as a stand-up, but I like him in...
Oh, I'd love him as a stand-up.
things. Yeah, I think Husbando would as well, but not for me. Not for me.
Well, we've been going an hour.
Yeah.
We should probably stop, loves.
We should, lovies. And someone's got to go and put a bobble in her hair. Have a beautiful day.
I'm off to the hairdressers.
Bye.
Bye.